stoked, Ed.
Not got a lot of meat on it.
It's skinny.
Oh,
It can still be good
so
eating.
relieved. Like, I wish he'd gone down quicker, but you could see by the way he was acting, every single one of those shots was just like, it wasn't getting away, but I just...
Okay.
Oh man, that was a whirlwind and a half. That's probably better for you to see. So we'd had this plan, like the dam we normally sit at is just, there's no water at the moment, it's just dried out, and we were like, oh fuck, what do we do? So this is the nearest water source, and we were just like, cool, we'll go sit there for the day. Like, you know, so few people like have even written about hunting donkeys. Usually it's like, oh well, like we shot them out of a car, or like, you know, that's 99% of donkey hunting in Australia. So like, you know, we've driven between tracks, and like when we can, we think this is probably the best way to do it. And yes, we just sit. Oh, we've been sitting there since 1 o'clock, and I don't know what the time is now. I got a phone on me over here. And so yeah, we've been sitting there for just quite a while. And we've been hearing. Oh, it's 5:30, so I shot him quite late. And we just heard some yips, like yip yip, like, and that's the sound like the donkeys make. And we heard the first one at like 3 o'clock or so. Yeah, something like that. And we were like, oh, what's that? And we hear off the way in distance, but it's super windy at the moment, so I wasn't sure what it was. So okay, well, don't know. Like, we don't know what it is. And then again, and like we had a couple over the hours. Then we heard the wind died for a second. We heard one that was fairly close, and I was like, you know, like this country is so that, like, I'll show you. No, you can see there's a salt pan here, but then you hit the bush and you'll just never see them. And so I just didn't know it. Like, I was like, yeah, I'm not too confident. Went back to reading my book, and then Brady taps me on the shoulder, and I'm like, oh. And I was like, we were spotted up just in those little trees there, and we saw him walking from here. And Brady was like, oh, what are you doing? I was like, as soon as he comes out of that tree, I'm killing him. I quickly repositioned because I was on the right. So I was on the left of Brady, so he was the closest to the donkey. And so I repositioned myself to the other side, got set up, he reset the cameras up, and I said, as soon as it comes out of that bush, I'm dropping it. And lo and behold, it crossed the side, and yeah, just got it. So yeah, we're stoked, so stoked. It's just like, man, there's so many highs and lows of hunting, and like, it's easy to forget the mental side of hunting. Like, it is difficult, like mentally as well. Like, we're coming out here, it's well far from our homes. Like, it's, you know, there's a lot to it, and we just wanted to, you want to do the right thing and get the best chance, and like you don't want to go home without any meat, because that's what this is about. Like, we really need this meat. Like, it's what we eat. We don't buy stuff from the stores. This is what we feed our families with. So we were like real desperate to get something, and like we saw a donkey yesterday, didn't get a chance, and then we saw these horses that we've now found out are actually feral. The station had to kind of wanted to shot, but they weren't too fast. They understood completely why we didn't. And we really wanted meat, and just, oh, it feels so good just to like actually have made that happen. And he's not in good nick, to be honest with you. I'd be surprised if he's got many years left on him, so I don't know what the meat's going to be like, but it'll probably be tough. But you know, we shot it, we're going to eat it. And yeah, I'm just, it's just so many emotions when you kill something. Even when I shot my deer recently, it's been such a deer. And yeah, like, just, you know, like, lots of people see that excitement of like when people are hooping and hollering when they kill something, and like, when you have the emotions of ups and downs of a trip like this, that's kind of why it happens. You're just like, oh my god, like, just like, yeah, I don't know how to say. Like, it's just, you kind of like, yes, like, you know, we've done it. Like, we managed to make it. Like, it just, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it to non-hunters. I don't explain it even to hunters who I'm sure hunters know the feeling I'm talking about, and like everything just comes together. So yeah, that's my rant. That's my little bit of information for you, how I've been feeling, and thanks for that, eh? But yeah, have a look at this guy. Like, he was not in good nick. Like, you can see, so this here is where other donkeys bite the back of their legs, and you can see that's open, eh? So he's obviously been fighting recently. You can see he's got war wounds there. You know, he's taken a beating. He's not as fat as I would have liked. You can see his ribs. They're not what I would want. If I come around the back, yeah. See, this is classic. Big males have this. This is when they've been fighting. They real bite each other. You know, they'll mess you up, and they'll mess other animals up. So like, that's the whole thing, is that they're obviously been fighting, and yeah, I reckon he's probably like the dominant male for this area, and he's probably been pushing other males out. And like, often when you see young ones, you'll see young jacks together because they don't have any, like, kind of like, they can't compete with the big boys. But yeah, I'm just, I don't know how to describe it. Like, we finally, oh man, like, we don't give ourselves a lot of time on these trips. Like, we drove up yesterday, we've got today, we've got tomorrow, and then we might leave tomorrow night or the next morning. And so when it happens, when we manage to get stuff, it's just like, yes, you know, like, yeah, I just don't know how to describe. Like, it's a good feeling. Yeah, and it's like, it was a pretty sobering moment. He didn't go down, he didn't drop on the spot. He was within my head shooting distance, and I put a bullet in his head, and then I put a heart lung. But yeah, they're just tough animals. I don't care what, like, I get comments, people saying like, oh, they're not tough animals or this or that, but it's like, you know, man, like, you can get lucky at any animal, but you shoot the amount that I shoot, and yeah, you realize. So it's, yes, we got meat, so cool. We've got a lot of work ahead now. We've got to gut it, bleed it, skin it, all that sort of fun stuff. So we'll get to that, and I hope you enjoy the follow along.
Window. Just tell me what to do.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
The water source produced. Oh, I feel like, I was like, we shot that one donkey, and I was like, oh man, this is not enough meat. Like, this thing is like skin and bones. And then I told you we need to reload the guns in case they come in while we're butchering. So I hit the first chocolate, good hit. It was going down, and it's like, it drops, and then I quickly drop the second matriarch, and then we cleaned up the foal. This is such nice coat on this one too. We should keep that coat.
We got 6 minutes left on the camera.
We're gonna be swimming in meat. Oh. So that big one was standing looking directly at me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, maybe just.
Right, so the big one here, she was standing directly looking at me, and so she only presented a headshot. She was standing dead still. So I was just like, take the shot. This little one, same deal, standing directly at me. Bang. When they're standing directly at me like that, it's like, cool, happy to take a headshot, and they're dead still. As soon as they're moving, I get really less confident in headshots because just too much can go wrong. But it's 150 meters within. I'm real comfortable with the 270.
Got some work to do.
Oh, it's gonna be such a long night. Such a long night. It's just been an absolute nightmare of a year, and like, we put the first one in, I was like, yesterday I was feeling real down, like the lows of hunting, just like, I was stressed because like, there's a big trip, like a lot of money goes into getting up here and getting these, like trying to get some meat. And like, we shot one and I was like, okay, I'm feeling a bit better. Like, you know, one's not too bad. It's a bit of meat for both of us. It's not enough, but it's a bit of meat for both of us. And we're butchering up, and then those 3 donkeys just came in, and like, we're having a beer now because we've put the guns away. And it's 6:30 at night. I don't know if you can even see me, but it's 6:30 at night, and we've got like so much butchering to do. But like, I came out here and I was like, man, I really want a chocolate skin. Like, I really want a skin for the floor. That's what I really want. And we got one. So yeah, we've been butchering, and it's now 11:35, and we've basically just left butchering, and we've now got a nice 20-minute drive to camp, where we're probably gonna have some beers and maybe food, and then sleep. And then tomorrow we will drive. We'll probably look half-heartedly for some donkeys, and see if I can't get one with the bow. But like, we've got so much meat, and I care more about getting that meat home and with extra ice and all that sort of stuff than actually getting a donkey. So yeah, that's the plan. Dam at the moment because it has no water, but there's good feed here still. And we thought we heard some yips this morning, so we thought we'd go check it out. Now we're just going to go check the salt pan, which there's nothing there. Then after that, we might go check out airstrip down, or we might piss off and go look for a goat and then go home. Like, if I was serious about the bow, we'd just sit airstrip down again. Just at the waterhole for another couple of hours. We heard some donkeys off in the distance, but they didn't come into water. We set a time that we were going to leave, and we hit hearing them, so we stayed a bit longer, and we're like, you know, just now we actually got to make a move. The meat's more important than me trying to get one with the bow. That's kind of what we care about. We want to get basically just more ice, even though we chucked everything in cold last night. That wind was nice and cold. It was like, must have been what, 15 degrees or less, maybe even 10. And so with like the heavy wind, everything formed a nice skin and got real cold. But we just want to get more ice because it is still going to chill it down more. The last thing we're going to do is lose ice. So we wanted to make the move today, so we can get to a servo and get some ice. And yeah, so we've basically, unless we see something on the drive out, that'll be roughly us done.